come down to this. One game to decide the outcome between mudgolems and live to win, and it definitely feels like the CIS boys won the draft. Now comes the well, we saw this comparative earlier today, right? The Bloodseeker started to function well. I think it was Funnick on the Slardar, had a bad time. And then you got all this utility, this armor. It was the, I think it was a mech into Lotus build that the previous Bloodseeker done. And it's more or less the same game, because I believe that one had a Storm Spirit as well. I think it was the carry that was different, though. Yeah, but the impact of that type of build is really good in this game as well, right? Because you got the minor, you're gonna counter the armor, and then also it will give you means to get rid of the silence that will come out from the Orcing Storm, which is really their initiation. And also we have to keep in mind how this series opened up, right? Remember the first game where you looked at Live to Win's draft and you were like, well, actually, this is a very easy morph game. I favor Live to Win's draft. And our counter was if mudgolems win the lanes, win game. And this is them playing that same way where, they're confident of the lane.
The battle begins.
Now I'm curious is if LtW, if Seneca can secure him as a permanent member. Because he has actually, he's got the team in his name already, actually. LtW as a permanent member of the team. I mean, he's already technically got the tag in his name. Live to win, LtW. It's almost like he done this on purpose to try and tempt him with like LtW. Exactly. I think that's what it stands for. Well, actually, I don't think it's that simple because LtW's asked about this on LAN, and it's actually LTV. In like Russian. Maybe. I mean, if it's LTV when you ask him, then that must mean he says, I love Putin. Yeah, I think so, yeah. So I remember a while back, this is brought up, I was like, it's just LTV. And everyone's like, well, we're just going to read it. It is what it says. It's like, you may notice sometimes where I always call Afterlife a Kulich, and you just have to accept that while that is actually correct entirely from the Russian perspective, we all know him as Afterlife or Aki JB4, I think it was. Because yeah, he used to have like the weirdest name, and like Aki JB4 or 12. No, it wasn't even Cyrillic. It was just like numbers and letters. He'd ran. Yup. Back in the Gambit days, I think that was. There's always people like do that. Seb took a different approach. Instead of it being a hard to say word, it was hard to get away with saying on a broadcast. What was the most absurd name you've seen on a pro player, actually? Or it's like very lewd, or it's just ridiculous to pronounce. Kind of like it's one of those things in the moment you would have like, that's stupid. What the hell's that name? But then like maybe they just weren't memorable afterwards. Too many years. God, this is getting depressing. You're just like thinking of all the years you've committed to Dota now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Damn, they land with these stuns, by the way. Pressure constantly on there. I've got the Blood Rite again. Okay, there it is. You knew he was hitting too many of them. One of them was bound to miss. Yeah, right now, if you're Milan, the thing you should be doing is cancel that clarity, if anything. Otherwise, Oracle will just sustain you. But overall, it is slowing down his CS a bit. You can already see he's at the bottom of the chart out of all the cores right now. On the other side, Skier not really suffering at all against Afterlife so far. Oh, you're looking away from it. All right, they just ran him down. I think he got greedy with the time walk. It was a nice wraparound from Immersion. And good start there. I mean, the mid lane is a good start for Branya. Like you said, FN had to walk back to base. And also, Lina was there guarding the haste rune. So that Branya might have the potential to just kill off FN if he's not careful. It's very surprising to me because although there's an Ooh for an Afterlife, you know, it's not like he had any points in the script. Alright. No, that was the haste. It's going to be problematic because what did we say? Quap not really favored in this matchup, but if you do start to snowball,
don't burn your
Storm Spirit's going to be crapping himself. Yeah. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, when it came down to how we feel Queen of Pain can dictate the flow from the mid, you have to get off to a lead,
Radiant's
right? That's the
bottom
difference.
Tower is under attack.
Definitely the case. FN, you know, he's going to try and make some stacks for himself to make his life easier. Immersion might want to be a bit careful here. Branya does get the illusion rune. He decides against blinking in and trying for the Sonic Wave, even though he would have got the kill. Not worth it. It's like you could probably hang around to do the follow-up, but then, you know, you're committing under a tower. If FN shows up with his level 6, which he now has, you probably feed the lane back. And it's just a pitiful level 3 Phoenix at that point. Good news for LtW is Milan's success rate on these LSAs is decreasing. So LtW will eventually get some creeps. It's just, I don't know how long away that's going to be. I mean, he's definitely suffering. If you look at 33's CS at this point. Jesus. Bloodseeker, fun hero, but only for Bloodseeker. I mean, how does that work as well? Like, I mean, technically, does the Spectre look like it bleeds? I don't think she's got any blood. Is it blood at that point? Because, you know, that's the thing. There's all these different creatures. What if it's not blood? You can't really call them Fluid Seeker because that sends a very different message.
Scanning.
Like a child had gone wrong at that point. thing. Even if Lina, you know, starts to lose the ability to pressure on that top, job's already done there. So it's really freed up Milan to start just moving around this mid area a lot more than his counterpart in Immersion. We've already seen now, like that kill bot kind of was the force point. Skir stayed there for a while, but now he's just starting to jungle, which means Afterlife is going to free farm. Yeah, and Storm will appreciate that. Like, you already seen him bump up on the CS. He is still going to be behind the Queen of Pain, just because she's able to take the quick waves. Probably look to take a head top as they've moved up this arcane room, but LtW already suspects something's wrong here. You feel a little bit worried for Mudgolem, because I'm a bit concerned that if Skitter falls behind, this game gets really dicey for them. Afterlife? Where are the bashes? Okay, after the fact, after the LSA is a miss, they'll still get him. One play to not have to waste the chrono for it. And now Snako. Yeah, he'll get the invis rune, but SingStar mode activated for Ranya. He scores 100%. SingStar. Yeah, I feel like we're just showing our age. I mean, is SingStar even still a thing? Twitch Sings now is where it's at. Or was. I don't know if people even still play that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's way too easy to reach him. Like, this, I think you're right, this is way too greedy. Like, it's not just the Storm and Slardar, you're against the Spectre as well, right? And you're not the team with a say.
Is under attack.
So they'll always find you every fight. How often do you see carries cube out of Fury and get rid of it? I don't know if that's an option. Afterlife. Shade on. Rupture to ensure he can't run away. Time dilation. Stop him from running away quicker. Chrono's going to go down. 1 to 2. They do use the egg. Blood right there as well. Slardar is going to die. Oracle able to move away as they get zoned out by the egg. But now they'll reinitiate in. Find the kill onto Seneko as well. They're not done. 33's hunting. Looking for immersion, able to sidestep the blood right, but they can't pursue any further. However, the tower does not have the ability to run away from the forces of Mudgolems.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlikely to see any repercussions for your actions. I mean, LtW, the spec still hasn't leveled Dawn. And while LtW does have the Blade Mail, this is, you know, this is your farming mail. It's not really designed for the next fight. Against the Void, you can kind of understand it, but... And they are pretty squishy on Mudgolems, right? The Lina, the Quap. Vulnerable. But you're right, Radiant's definitely not in this full out favor. Not just on Spectre, but in general right now. Like, we don't really see any heroes picking it up. LtW. Rupture, Blade Mail. The problem is 43 has more health. So, I don't think he cares too much. LtW try and hide in the tree line, but when you're that low, they see everything. Skidder, they leave the kill for him. Actually, in the end, Poker's like, if you're not gonna eat your meal, I will. And Storm more surprised than there.
Is under attack.
There's no Orchid either. That's just, oh no. Yep, and Queen of Pain is ready to dish out the discipline in that situation. All of a sudden, Odin a pretty noticeable lead. Almost 1,000 going up over FN at this stage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Starting to feel like mudgolems are done playing with their food. Afterlife has got the blink, doesn't want to initiate a Fada. If they can get the 2, that would be good, but the supports are making it too obvious. And as a result, Piranha's the one with the Orchid. He also has a haste rune, so he can play more loose. It's just so much time wasted for the setup that isn't going to be there in time, as the Orchid's not going to arrive.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, no. I mean, it seems like not a big deal. It's like, oh, that tower might have fallen anyway. But it's the fact that Afterlife, after having a great start to this game, is just sitting in that tree line for so long and doing nothing. Oh no, he punched him before he can move. He was busy trying to stack. But he does get away. The problem is the stack isn't going anywhere. The mudgolems are going to munch it up. LtW trying to fight them for it right now. Blade Mail used pretty early though. He needs to be careful. He could be turned on. Stun's going to come out of Milan. He's holding on that LSA though. And it looks like Afterlife will run away. Snipes out the Courier on the way out. They'll turn around on the LtW, bring him low. Chrono's going to be down to 3. And one right as well. The follow-up is too big. It catches them all. For all their efforts, they do not even manage to protect their ancients. It's just bonus gold after bonus gold going the way of mudgolems. I think he was thinking. I mean, if you're gonna commit like that, you might as well press the ult while you're at it. Like, that's the weird part. It feels very, I want to say, half-assed at that stage. You Blade Mail, like you said, you only hit this tombstone alone. Maybe he was like, well, there's too many zombies now. I have to stand here. But once again, maybe just use the haunt to reposition in the fight, because that was a nightmare turned reality for Lift to win.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Blade Mail not so good if you can't cast it before you're practically dead.
That wasn't too bright.
I mean, that's... at what point do we refer to this as chain feeding?
Dire's tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Maybe one more? I mean, he's up to 3. So if he does that immediately again, it's definitely chain feeding.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It was just like baiting them into giving LtW Spectre was the real kryptonite here. If you love to win, you must hate to lose. It seems he hate life. As much as he loves to win, I don't think he loves to die, as he's about to do again. Hello. Uh-oh. Sansa's out on Doom. He's going to turn and fight. I don't think that's the move to make here, though. They're going to cut the back line. Stun comes out of Phoenix, and Solrin kills off the Spectre. Chrono down for the supports. That's how confident they are. One bash would kill him up. Hello? I mean, they'll still get the Oracle, but Skidder right now is just checking to see if he leveled Time Lock. They actually forced the egg out. Then say, no, don't leave. You send a message right now. Nobody leaves alive. FN, not much mana, won't commit. I mean, we're 18 minutes into the game. The tier 2s are still up, and the boss 4 and 5 of mudgolems are diving tier 3s. And he has achieved chain feeding status now, up to the 4 deaths. And I feel the one I feel worse for is Afterlife. You know, it's like he has this great start. He rushes this blink dagger to try and fix the other lanes, and now he's just, I mean, he's just stuck holding his stick in his hands. There's nothing he can do. I love that. That does. I mean, it makes sense because you do fish with bait. I mean, that's sad to hear with Seneko in that situation as well. You know, like he loves this Oracle, but he just can't do anything. The impact of immersion, I'm pondering, you know, like he's getting close to this spirit vessel, but is it really that great of a spirit vessel game? I don't know if I'd say it is. But it's not like that big wham. Oh, we're playing against the Morphling. This is going to completely ruin this game. Yeah. I think maybe he would have considered like Yules or Mitiyama. Yules from like the, oh, they have a Queen of Pain Orchid. But at this stage, he realizes, honestly, if they initiate on him, it's not going to be the Orchid he has to worry about. It's the Chrono, because Skidder seems content to just target the supports every fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right now, mudgolem's taking everything. Only 2 kills on the board for Liv to win. 12,000 down. 21 minutes in. It's not going to slow down. I mean, the only people that are getting any gold really on your team is FN and I would say LtW, but they're constantly hunting for him. Maybe if they get these BKBs, but there is still that chrono factor. There's a BKB coming from Slardar. That's what he wants to make. I don't like this from FN. We talked about this before. Going for a Bloodstone in this type of game. Speaking of that Slardar, by the way, he's been caught out. Tombstone is down. Drums will be activated. And that TP by the... Oh, Milan. No, he can't reach it, but it doesn't matter. They got the damage.
Yeah, bleed your life.
Gotta go, guy. Oh. And oh no. Oh, that's the Chrono as well. Snakeo.
Looking for me.
Even with this keen optic, he's never able to be keenly placed to save a life. And they pinged LtW as well. Please. Oh, okay, thank you. I was about to say, if you do not TP, for the love of God.
Middle tower is under attack.
And I think Ugly really covers it, you know, because like Ugly can be fixed with like 10 bids.
Dire's middle tower.
I feel like if mudgolems were 20 vodka shots in, it would still be incredibly hard to lose this game. Maybe if we can at least say that Live to Win have tried if we see a fight soon, because someone I will point out is we haven't really seen a real initiation. Afterlife hasn't had a chance to shine, and so that's not how you initiate. That is not how you initiate. Bloodrite, LSA, goodbye FN. Pay the price. Oracle must also pay the toll. Couldn't even false promise to save again. Won't even false promise to save himself. There's no help coming. You know, LtW, we're 24 minutes into the game almost, and he still has not pressed his ultimate once. I guess he's saving up for the next series.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
What do you do with it?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I guess it'll let you farm quicker. It's a lot of action.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think what you need is El Fighter. Oh no, he can't get the stun off Slaughter. LSA is going to be there after the ult and he's gone. That was their initiation. Haunt's going to come out now. The Blood Rite covers him for the moment. Casey and Skinner trying to bring him down quick enough. Who'll get the kill? LSA is going to be there on FN. LtW pursuing forward. Looking on the land next. They're going to burn through him as well. Diffusal has its impact. They bite back. They finally hit back at mudgolems and take a win in a fight. They're hunting for more, unable to connect with it, but still a big kill on the Skidder alone, let alone the bonus of Milan.
Fit for a queen.
Oh, false promise lets them get off the egg. Brandon's gonna be happy with that though. All right, that's two big ults for 10 seconds of my time. Thumbs up, very nice.
Wish fulfilled. For the twins.
They've still got the upside of what occurred mid though, so live to win in their eyes. Mudgolems are 1 vodka shine so far, 19 to go. All right, buckshot. 1 buckshot in. Just 20 more to bring down this crazy version of
Dire's
50
middle
cents.
barracks are under attack.
I took 9 bullets.
Dire's middle
I feel like
barracks.
Mudgolems are gonna take more though. Take the mid lane.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Live to win. I don't know how many times you can afford to give over builds like that. They haven't got a Horn for 50 seconds. They're hunting and won't be able to find Storm, but it's not going to cost them anything because, you know, without the egg, without the Horn, how do you punish that? I fear the answer might be you can't. Which means Live to Win are playing a very precarious game of Dota. You have to get the biggest players off the back of the ult or you're just out. So they should have picked Tidehunter. Definitely be easier to hit 5 heroes.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And then there's also his obsession with this bloodstone. But
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
that does hurt.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, he's not alone in the dark. Let's be fair here. This has been an evenly spread situation. Yeah, except for Immersion, okay? Immersion right now gets to look at his team. God damn leaders. You know, having 25% of the team's
Radiant's
kills
top
and a
tower is
lot less
under
of their
attack.
deaths.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and I think we can excuse that at 25%. He was probably dead for that.
Double damage.
Smoke coming out from Mudgolems. Roche might be up in 10 seconds. I'll tell you what, they're thinking more of Live to Win than Live to Win a thing themselves. They think that Live to Win are coming anywhere near this pit to try and see if they can sneak a Roche. would be the big alpha play. It's a long spawn time, though. 2 minutes until Roshan is up. An Afterlife. Barely dodging death. Probably didn't even realize that there. Milan, not able to find him. Yeah, it's the nighttime vision. That's why he also got away without being seen when he blinked away as well, because they could have converged. But they're moving for a bigger target. They find LtW. Playing on the vision, in trouble already. Still ripped to bring him down low. Fodder tanking most of the blade mail damage. Sonic Wave through is good enough. Seneko was kept out of the equation with the Yules, so he wasn't able to stay with the false promise. And now they found the Phoenix down already. Both supports dead on side of Lift to win. They'll chase into the base. Not able to find a chrono opportunity, but going to force those buybacks quickly.
Dire structures are fortified.
Spec has it as well. Has Horn. So if they can force the start of a fight, that's when the buyback would come in. But Mudgolems, they're sensible about this. They back away.
So good. That's hot. There will be pain.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Screaming.
They know. They know. He'll use someone else instead, but they've got to use their own. And there's a blood right way, and when he comes down, they even chrono to ensure that it's a definite kill. They really didn't trust 33's timing on that, but I actually think he had that timed perfectly. But if we didn't, Horn, Lena, that's a big old a measly kill, really. No offense to Milan, but it's not one the cause, and now the cause will turn up to punish the forces of Lift to win. Buyback comes out from Lena. Can't find anything though, because Afterlife is quick to get out with that BKB to protect him. Piranha is chasing forward for the haste, so he does see Seneko will purge off the dagger. Doesn't stop him from right-clicking though. Blood Riot as well. He's going to hit, but the Yule slows him down long enough they can chase. Ghost Step to protect himself. Stun's going to come from Half-Life. Ball lightning in from FN. Moving across onto Milan. Not able to get it though. He blinks away. And FN down to half mana, cannot pursue any further. Which means they just baited out the buyback from the storm. The Horn got used, and Roche is up. Guess what happens next? Stupendous! Yeah, but Spec has no Horn. There's nothing they can do. Might be free for Mudgolems, but the price was high for Live to win.
For the twins.
Now they are really one fight away from losing this.
Time is money.
I'm really, I'm looking, I'm going, what's Spec gonna do? Like, is there a big item coming? Yeah, you're getting this Manta, but that's not the biggest power spike. Yeah, FN could get to this Bloodstone, but again, not really feeling like the biggest of power spikes here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Sieging before level 20 can occur.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think we've been asking that question collectively as viewers for a good 10 minutes at least. Live to win have remained so lonely, silent so far. Some whispers here or there, nothing convincing. And Afterlife goes in, stun on 2, Glimmer Cave jump track 33, Roger turn around, the BKB save it, now the chrono goes down, the egg is there, they're going to Laguna down, FS gone though, they'll turn around the egg, trying to get through it, quick enough to get up, he's going to be close, the disarm comes out, he will be brought down, no chance to use the cheese, they get the kill. Naranya will run around and get out with that Aegis still in hand, but without the Void, this might be a bit bold to take. He's going to turn around the Sonic Wave, gets the kill though. Blood Riot's going to turn them away, Snake off to the high ground due to the push. He's stuck there, they get rid of the Aegis, but now they're going to get rid of the rest of them to win. The Merchant is protected by the false promise. They're going to burst down the Oracle, the keep me away will be interrupted by the Yules. This bird is going to be fried. GG gets called, Live to win, they submit. Mudgolems take the series 2-1.
Radiant victory.